Hey, tapeoids, welcome back to Versus, where I put two tapes against each other in a Kumite, and they battle to the death, Rob's Vintage Video style. So as always, I score these movies on a 5-point scoring system, that being production, fight choreography, story, damage, and real fight scenario. Now both these movies are super similar. They came out at the same time, around the same time, 1990, 1991. They're very similar in storyline. They both come back home and help their family or friends in some kind of crazy war. I'm interested to see what happens in this battle, so let's get to it. So on this side of the map, we have 1991's A Perfect Weapon, starring Jeff Speakman. Jeff Speakman plays Jeff Sanders, who is a Kempo karate expert, who shows up for his mentor who's having problems with the Korean mafia. On this side of the map, we have 1990's Marked for Death, starring Steven Seagal as John Hatcher. John Hatcher is a recently retired DEA and goes back home for some rest, but soon finds himself helping out a friend and starting a war with the Jamaican posse. So first up is production. Now both these movies had a similar budget, around 10 or 12 million dollars, though Marked for Death went on to make around 57 million worldwide, not so much for The Perfect Weapon. But the budget was close, and the production value is close also. But I think Marked for Death pulled off a little bit more. They had more bad guys and more locations, so Marked for Death wins this one. Next up is fight choreography. Now, this is a no-brainer. If you've seen these movies, everybody knows that Steven Seagal, kicks some butt and throws guys around and breaks an arm or throws you out the window. But Jeff Speakman in The Perfect Weapon does multiple spinning techniques, hands, feet, weapons, multiple people, hitting multiple people at once with the same move and stuff. The choreography is off the chain, so it's definitely The Perfect Weapon. That's 1-1. Next up is the story. The stories are the same, like I said before, but I think The Perfect Weapon, it was kind of it's just a regular revenge story. But Marked for Death, there's a whole Jamaican gang. The leader of the gang is super cool, Screwface. So I think the story is going to go to Marked for Death. That's 2-1. Next up is damage. Now this is tight, this is close, because these movies are similar and they both kick some butt. That's what the movies are about. But I'm going to have to go with The Perfect Weapon on this one. He hurts way more guys, and he hurts them way worse than Steven Seagal does. So it's 2-2 with The Perfect Weapon. Next up is the tiebreaker, and this might be a little controversial, but it is what it is. It's my opinion. So in a real fight scenario, since they're both real martial artists, Jeff Speakman is a 10th Dan black belt in Kempo karate and other martial arts. Steven Seagal is 7th degree black belt in Aikido. Aikido is a very fierce martial arts, but I think that the ferocity of Jeff Speakman, just his size, was in great shape. So many moves, and just his ferocity and his attacks, I think he'd overwhelm Steven Seagal. So I'm going to have to go with Jeff Speakman in the real fight scenario. So that's it. Our winner is The Perfect Weapon. Let me know in the comments how you thought this fight would go down, and let me know what you thought about these movies. Thanks for stopping by Versus. Hit like and subscribe, and come back next time. Later, tapeoids.